Yo, what's up guys? Mike here, coming at you from the mushroom farm. We're about to go in this grow room right here in just a second. I want to show you guys what I got going on. Got to make a bunch of substrate today, and the farmer's market season is like full bore right now. And I just want to say, if you're into mushrooms and farming, this is my full-time job. I'm a mushroom farmer. I'm going to be selling in between about 100 and 200 pounds a week of gourmet mushrooms just myself this year. So no employees on the farm. I built this farm from scratch all myself. I'm going to be selling all these mushrooms just myself this year. So anyway, if you're into mushrooms and farming and you think this would be a cool channel to subscribe to, make sure you click that subscribe button right now so you get more mushroom and farming videos like this in the future. But anyway, like I said, I got 3 farmers markets coming up this week. I just want to show you guys what I got going on in this grow room and kind of like how I do things. I got a mixed batch coming up right now, and this is how I like to do it. But anyway, let me flip this camera around and let me just show you what we got. Alright guys, first let's look at my oyster mushrooms. Now, if any of you guys think these mushrooms just look freaking phenomenal and you want to try growing some of these mushrooms yourself, just click down in the description box below. You can head over to my website, and I have cultures for all of these mushrooms that are available. They're all commercial strains, but like I said, just click down in the description box below and you can get your own liquid cultures for all these cool mushrooms. Freaking awesome blue oyster mushrooms right here, man. Look at the consistency right there. We got some lion's mane. We got the Black Pearl King. This is more lion's mane. Bear's head, the Hericium americanum. Now these grow pretty fast. They grow a little bit faster than the lion's mane. They're nice and kind of fluffy. I got lots of shelves of Hericiums. These are all Hericiums coming up. Kind of mixed. I got some of them americanum, some of them Erinaceus, some of them Coralloides. The bottom shelf, we got some lion's mane. We got the coral tooth. That's a coral tooth. Hericium Coralloides. We got more lion's manes. More Hericium Coralloides. Holy crap, dude. What is that thing? That's a Black Pearl King. Shimophila hirataki. Aspen oyster, dude. Holy crap, that's an aspen oyster. Those are little blue oysters right there. More Shimophila hiratakis. More Black Pearl Kings. Those pink oysters. These are my first pink oysters I'm growing here in the Rocky Mountains, guys. First Colorado grown pink oysters that Mike has done. I used to grow lots of those in St. Louis. They do really good in between about like 60 and 80 degrees or so. These oyster mushrooms are freaking awesome. Look at that. Now notice, I'm doing some interesting stuff on these front bags. I'm cutting a hole right there in the front of the bag, and I'm doing the top. That way they're just coming up everywhere. Look at them back there. We got the fogger turning on. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to talk to you guys just a little bit more. But I just wanted to kind of show you the spread today. Show you guys kind of how I'm arranging things. I might even put another shelf in here, believe it or not. Look guys, I'm hiding mushrooms everywhere. Oh yeah. Bear's head. These are great too. Kind of like awesome crab meat / lobster flavor. The oyster crop is just looking so good this week. My God, those are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful mushrooms. Alright guys, that was a little action in the grow room that I got coming up for this upcoming week. I've already got probably like 30 pounds or so I've harvested and just stuck in the walk-in already. Mixed batch, lion's mane, oyster mushrooms. I've actually got the king trumpet, Pleurotus syringae in the cooler, and I'll kind of like have some of those coming up like sporadically throughout the season. I'll do like a little bit here and there, but this year I'm really going to focus on kind of like my mixed oyster mushrooms like you guys have seen in there. The Black Pearl King, the Shimophila hirataki. I'm really enjoying growing that mushroom. Check out some of these pictures of the Black Pearl Kings that I've grown like just this last week. Check out the caps on these things. It's just amazing. thing. You can get some like different formations, and like they'll grow up, they'll do whatever they want. First of all, okay, you can like kind of control it, but those things will do whatever the heck they want. And but they give you some really cool mushrooms every time. I had somebody asking me, am I selling them the Black Pearl King by volume, or am I selling it by weight? And actually both. So typically at like farmers markets, I'm selling all by volume, and to chefs, restaurants, and like retail shops, I'm selling by weight. And I actually am going to approach some of them this year and see if any of them would like to go by volume, because to me it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter! But I do actually have one size box that works really well for me. I had a lot of people asking me too, kind of like, how am I storing my mushrooms? And let me just show you really quick how I've been kind of like storing the mushrooms, what I put them in when I pick them, and what like a 5-pound box looks like, because that's what I basically do. I basically make these cardboard 5-pound boxes, so check this out. Alright guys, so what I have here is basically a 5-pound box of mushrooms, and this is just kind of like a mixed box. I'll kind of show you guys what I got. Look at those beautiful mushrooms in there. Aspen oyster, this is the Black Pearl King that I'm touching. We got a little lion's mane up in that top corner, and then Hericium coraloides in there. But these are 12 inches by 16 by 6, and I just got these on Amazon just to try them out, but it's like the perfect little 5-pound box. And with Amazon, you know, it's nice because you can just get it shipped kind of quick. So this is great, I feel like, but I like storing them in this. I feel like it helps with the shelf life, because I feel like it just like controls the moisture well in this cardboard. And then plus, I'll tell you too, a lot of times if you're selling these to someone, whether it's like a chef or grocery store or just whatever, a lot of grocery stores and stuff will want you to put them in clamshells or package them one way or another. But I'll just say, chefs a lot of times, I know a lot of you guys like to reuse plastic totes. I'm honestly not a fan of that. See, I'm definitely a fan of just getting a cardboard box and then just dropping them off to the chef and being like, here you go, dude, here's the mushrooms, and then you don't have to worry about the tote. And then they can just keep them in the cardboard box. And then when they're done with the cardboard box, they'll just toss the box or whatever. And then the thing of it is, then they're not babysitting your tote, is kind of how I look at it. But I just know, like in restaurants and stuff like that, like some of them don't even have much room in them, and like things piling up like that just like isn't cool. But a lot of times with boxes, then no worry. So, but that's why I do the boxes. I also like taking these to farmers markets. I haven't tried selling like a bulk 5-pound box at the markets, but actually I might do that. I kind of like thought about, you know what, I might bring like a wholesale box or a couple wholesale boxes with me and just put them on my table and be like, yo, here's my wholesale price. You can buy this box of mushrooms. So I think I am actually going to do that a little bit this season. But regardless, storing them in the cardboard is nice. And I'll tell you too, even myself, I've taken them to farmers markets in the cardboard, and when I've sold them all, still had the boxes left over, and I've reused them. You can reuse them just a little bit. I mean, depends how long you keep your mushrooms in there and stuff like that. But I will say, if you're just going to a market real quick like that, you can reuse them for a little while too. And then you don't have to wash them, and everything like kind of works out pretty good. You can also just straight up sell your mushrooms in this box at the market, because I did have some people, like I said, I made a funny mistake last market. I forgot my bags. And some people were just like, oh, well, we'll take the box. Just put what you can in the box. And I was almost selling kind of like a little wholesale box at the market last time. So these are kind of cool. I did use like these big black plastic totes in the past. And I'll just say, like, you could fit a lot of mushrooms in there. I could fit like 20, 25 pounds in a black plastic tote, as opposed to these little 5-pound boxes. But with this, my mushrooms just stay nicer and cleaner because I'm not stacking stuff. I'm basically making like one layer, and then I just kind of like fold the box shut. You know, I do kind of like one of those, you know, just flip it together. I don't tape it or anything. I have the bottom taped, but that's just my style. You guys could probably like figure out your own little way to do that, but check those things out, man. Like I said, cool little mixes, and we're just getting started, guys. This is just the warm-up. We ain't even flexing yet. But anyway, guys, I got to get to making substrate and just doing some work on the rest of the farm today. Like I said, I got 3 farmers markets coming up this week. If you guys got any suggestions for videos, put them down below in the comments section. I still need to go back and answer all your questions on the last video. So if any of you guys have like questions or anything like that, or videos you want to see, feel free to just put them down below in the comment section. I will get back to answering all your questions and everything like that. But hopefully you guys found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please drop this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like I said, if any of you guys want to grow some of these mushrooms yourself, click down in the description box below. You can head over to my website and you can get some liquid cultures to grow these awesome mushrooms. But that's all I got for you on this one, and I will catch you guys on the next one.